Good evening, I am Breakman Z and welcome to Z Reviews. This is what I hope to be the first of a uh, series of reviews for some of the more modern games. And if I feel like it, I may also review an older title. In case you're wondering, I am holding this microphone because I am also casting on my internet radio show, The Power Hours on Dementia Radio. If you want excuse me, if you want more information about that, then you can tune in to, not tune in, surf over to www.dementiaradio.org. I'll be sure to put a link in the sidebar there. So, what's my review? Well, considering it is October 31st, Halloween, I think it's rather appropriate that I review Castlevania Order of Ecclesia, which is the newest release for the Nintendo DS. Order of Ecclesia is a little different from the past Castlevania titles. First off, you play as this girl named Shanoa, and she belongs to this organization called Ecclesia, hence the title, Order of Ecclesia. Pretty much after the power of the Belmonts seems to have died off, it's explained in the introduction of the game. Don't know how that happened, but anyways, pretty much different organizations were formed as a means of defeating Dracula, destroying him once and for all. And Ecclesia has this idea of, hey, let's make this big-ass glyph. And, it seemed like you were onto something, but this jealous prick named Alvis seems to have stolen the kick-ass glyph, and in disrupting the ritual to put the glyph on Shanoa, the player character, it robs her of her memories, so she pretty much has to start over from scratch, man, which sucks balls. So, in journeying through the realm, you collect these different glyphs, and you can put a glyph on, your arms, one arm each, obviously, and you can also put a glyph on your back. And using these glyphs consumes magic points, but they regenerate pretty quickly. And you can also do what is called a glyph union, which is pretty much combining your glyphs into a super attack, which consumes hearts. I do like this title, not only because it's a Castlevania game, but it's also different from the past ones, not only because of the glyphs, but you rescue villagers, which are scattered throughout the dungeons, and they go back to this village, and you can go to them for, merchandise, quests, all sorts of fun stuff. And it's also different because in the past Castlevania games, you were in the castle itself, so you were just stuck in that location and going all over killing baddies and whatnot. With Ecclesia, it's a little different. I mean, you're still going around killing a lot of the traditional Castlevania fare, like ghosts, skeletons of every shape, short, hard, and other monsters. But there's a little bit of a map screen, so like you can go to a monastery, and then you learn about the village, and then you follow after Alvis's trail to figure out what the hell he's up to. And obviously it'll all end up eventually at Dracula's castle, where you have to face Dracula, of course. The gameplay is pretty good. Like if you've played any of the past DS titles, Portrait of Ruin, Dawn of Sorrow, not necessarily in that order, it's pretty much the same thing. So, I mean, obviously there's differences because things have updated since then, but still. So, what's my recommendation for Castlevania: Order of Ecclesia? If you're a fan of Castlevania, I would definitely recommend it. And even if you're not, I would still recommend giving it a shot. If you like it, then maybe it'll convince you to check out the other titles. So that will do it for Z Reviews. I thank you all for tuning in, and I hope to see you next time for the next Z Review. Until then, and goodbye, and may your save files never be corrupted.